a nice warm welcome for Tia Pugh.
Okay, how am I gonna follow that one with mommy jokes? Really? Don't worry, I'm keeping my shirt on. I know, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, get it together. Let's do this. I just can't. Wow. Okay. So my husband and I found out that we are expecting our second child. Oh, thank you. We're very excited. Super, exciting, fun time. And I wanted to tell you a joke about morning sickness. There's nothing funny about morning sickness. But if I throw up on stage, it's not because I'm nervous. Just so I'm just pregnant. Yeah. Well, we have a 2.5-year-old son, and that's very fun and crazy. And the other day, I took him to a play date, which, you do. And he was playing with another little guy his age, and they were having a good time. And I think that I try to teach my son normal things that other families teach their kids. Now, maybe you can be my gauge for this one. So what I do is, if my son falls down and hits his hand or slams it in a door or something like that, he cries, and he comes up to me and he says, "Mama, kiss it," and I kiss it. "Oh, baby, I'm sorry." Mwah. And then he's like, "Oh, better." I feel like that's normal, right? Please, someone normal? Okay, right. I didn't think this was weird and twisted, but wait, this is where it comes in. So he's at a play date with this little guy, and they're playing and having a good time with their trucks. And they're doing really good, and all of a sudden my son gets this look in his eye. And he looks over at his friend, and he picks up the truck, and he goes, wham! And he smashes this other little kid in the face with a big semi-truck. And this other kid is like, why did you hit me in the face with a truck? I thought we were friends. And he goes crying to his mom because and so my son looks and is like, what did I do? What did these hands do? And he looks over and he goes to his friend and he's chasing him lips first. He's like, kiss it, I kiss it, I kiss it, I kiss it. And his friend is like, dude, back up. You just hit me in the face with a truck. Back up. I'm not kissing you. And my son is freaking out. He is still chasing him lips first. I kiss it. And then it happens. He stands there, and it's like an earthquake from his toes to he implodes. He goes, I kiss it! No, I kiss it! Is this my fault? Something very normal got very twisted in the communication. I'm not sure what happened, but wow. Ridiculous. I'm not sure that we're ready for another baby. I mean, here it comes. I did not have to have a psychological evaluation. Evaluation. I didn't have to have one of those. Maybe we should have, after all that. But the thing I remember most about when my son was very small, a tiny little baby, is I don't remember much. But I do remember how very, very messy it was. And no one tells you that when you're going to have children. No one tells you how horrifyingly messy it can really be to have an infant, because they don't want to tell you that because no one would ever have children then. And even the advertising really wants you to believe that it's going to be this serene, glorious time. Have you ever seen diaper commercials where everything is white? And I'm not really talking about the babies, but the mom will be holding the baby and singing a beautiful song. And do you ever notice she's wearing a white pantsuit? And she has white carpet, and a white couch, and white curtains. That is a dirty, dirty lie. Babies are messy. We lived in constant fear that our son would erupt. He was like a tiny little volcano, and every time he made that like sweet little gurgling noise, we were like, hit the deck! Because we didn't know if it was gonna go up or down, but it was gonna be toxic and horrible. And people wanted to hold our baby all the time, and we were like, sure, could you please sign this release form? And here's your complimentary hazmat suit. Because it was gross. Yeah. I like to watch a lot of TV, probably more than I should admit, but hey, we're all about being honest here, right? And I think it's so ridiculous that there are so many crime shows. Like, it's like alphabet soup. There's SVU, NCIS, CSI, LMNOP, QRS, TUV, Miami. And then they put them in a bunch of different cities. Like, murders are different on different sides of the country. I don't know what that's all about. CSI New York, CSI Miami, CSI Las Vegas. That's my favorite, CSI Las Vegas, because I think the murders are always a little bit more glamorous in Vegas. Like there's always like a showgirl, and she's like dead, and there's a mafia tie, and there's glitter everywhere. And I always think that's kind of cool. But I think, I've been working on something, I think that there should be a CSI North Pole. Yeah. I would totally watch that. And this is what, imagine with me for a minute. Imagine with me. This is what the pilot would look like. And Matt, here it goes. The scene opens to a double wide in the tundra. And the door opens, and out stumbles a guy in his bathrobe. Maybe it opens a little on the side. Maybe he has a bottle in his hand and a cigarette hanging out. I don't know. And he stumbles out and slips and falls and cracks his head open. And seconds later, in comes a big moose and mauls him. Wait, moose don't maul, do they? Whatever. Tramples him. And then a bear comes in and eats his remains. Yeah, good luck investigating that one. And then, as the cigarette flies out of his mouth and hits the ground, his meth lab blows up. Yeah. Take that one to the lab. All right, everybody, that's my time. Thank you. Have a good night.